How's it going, my dudes? Welcome back to another video. So after a short dry spell, we are finally going to have the Rolf banner coming later today. I'm super excited. He is the fourth in my preference though. Still, nonetheless, I hope I can pull him, so we'll find out later on as well. Alright, so we have talked a lot about Rolf recently, but we have not talked about the rest of the banner. So I'm not going to waste too much time talking about Rolf this time around. I'm going to discuss a little bit more about the other three characters that are in the banner as well. Now, just a brief overview of Rolf. He is incredible as a main because of his third ability where level 3 power flip damage actually increases by a multiplicative 25%. So this does not stack with other power flip damage buffs that you may receive, nor does it stack additively with other abilities. So this is a standalone multiplier which makes him so good. However, he is slightly more tailored towards fire type power flip damage, but because of his non-elemental abilities, he is still pretty viable in a lot of different kinds of power flip comps. So he is going to be quite good for free-to-play players to pick. But let's move on to the rest of the units. So first up, we have Barak over here. He is a Thunder 5-star character. Ultimate Fist is his leader buff. Thunder characters attack plus 70% and power flip damage plus 90%. So this character is going to be a very strong combo power flip unit. Here is his skill Barak Helva. Using an almost instant punch towards the front, deal repeated strong attacks and deal thunder damage to enemies around. Grant self attack buff, 50% attack for 15 seconds. And when leader is a thunder character, grant power flip damage buff 100% for 15 seconds as well. So this skill racks up a ton of combos, which is going to be very good for pushing level 3 power flip. So as long as you can throw this skill out, you are most likely going to be guaranteed a level 3 power flip. But he does have a pretty high skill cost, so let's take a look at the rest of his abilities. Ability number 1, own attack plus 30%. And every 10 combo, own attack plus 1% caps out at 50%, so you need 500 total direct attacks in order for you to cap this out. And ability number 2, own attack plus 30% as well. And every power flip, own attack plus 1%, and it caps out at 50% at the same time. So that means you need a total of 50 power flips in order for ability 2 to be capped out. Very similar to your Golem Shield armament. And ability number 3, as a main, every 30 combo, own attack plus 30%, it caps there. And every 50 combo, own attack plus 50%, and every 100 combo, own attack plus 100%. Now, with Barak, with Beretta, with, I don't know, Shui, I'm not sure who you want to chuck into your team, right? Kama Itachi or whatever. It is actually quite simple to get a 100 combo right now. Or well, rather when Beretta comes around, it's going to be really easy. I mean, if you want, you can actually use Wagner as well. Okay, so really quickly, as long as you have units that can push his skill gauge up to 100% at the start, you will start off the game technically with another 180% attack on top of ability 1 and ability 2, which is going to top you off at 240%. And not only that, you do have attack buff as well and power flip damage buff. And if you are using him as a leader, which is quite relevant in JP server right now, Thunder characters attack are further going to go up by 70% and power flip damage is going to go up by 90% as well. That's a lot of damage. However, do take note that this is JP stats, so it could be very different on global release. Nonetheless, this character is going to be super good to have, especially if you are able to maintain his skill gauge. Right, moving on to the next character, we have Suzuka. She's going to be a Wind 4-star character who also fits the Wind combo teams. Here's a leader buff, Hawawa / Wind characters attack plus 40%. Every 30 combo, Wind characters attack increases by 20%, caps out at 100%. Pretty good, pretty strong to be honest. And here's the skill, Ninpo Shippu Kamaitachi, swinging a Kusarigama around herself. Deal wind damage, and the skill cost is rather low at 400. And ability number 1, wind character skill damage plus 30%, that's okay. Ability number 2, when own skill activates, you grant self double hit for 15 seconds. That fits her theme, which is not bad. And ability number 3, every 20 combo, own skill damage plus 10% caps out at 100%, and wind characters attack plus 2.5% caps out at 25%. She seems like a pretty decent unit, especially if you do not have a Cell T, because she will be the primary focus in terms of DPS for your team. So if you're going to be using her, you're probably going to be using her as a lead because she does have that extra 100% skill damage for herself. That's what I feel about her. But honestly, I'm not sure whether you really want to use her as a leader because I feel like the rest of the kit is not very much tailored towards a leader. In fact, I think generally she's not that great as a main, even though she has 100% skill damage on her ability 3. I think she's better as a sub because of her ability number 1 and the fact that she pumps your combo with ability number 2. But of course, this is guesswork right now, and if I do pull her, I will test her. But let's move on to the next character. Okay, next up we have the Dreamy Light Magician Irumi. She is a light 4-star character, and the leader buff Dreaming Light. Light characters attack plus 80%, fever mode duration plus 25%. Yes, we have another fever type unit. So if I do pull her, she could be quite useful for my Light Fever team. Skill, Rainbow Show, calling out 2 balls that shine in 7 colors. Inflict light resistance down debuff, minus 20% light resistance to enemies hit, and feel fever gauge by 20 on hit. Heals 10% of the party member with the lowest remaining HP, effect increase for light characters. I'm actually quite curious to know if this is a multi-ball or a multi-bomb, because if this is a multi-ball, if the ball keeps on hitting, that's going to increase your fever gauge by a lot. I can't say for sure, but I'm guessing that this is a multi-bomb. But then again, I do not know actually. And the skill cost is 460, which is average. Ability number 1, when multi-balls appear, fever gauge plus 25. And ability number 2, fever mode duration plus 10%. When light characters recover HP, fever gauge plus 5. And ability number 3, fever mode duration plus 15%. During fever, light characters direct attack damage plus 100%. This is actually not bad. It's quite interesting actually. I think, honestly, if I do get HNEF in the future, I'm definitely going to replace my Christmas Inaho with this character. I think so. I think this is the smart move to do. So yeah, that's it for the showcase of the new characters to come later on. And of course, here are my final thoughts. Let's start off with Rolf. Actually, you know, you don't really need to talk about Rolf. He is going to be good. If you do get him, he's the one who's going to carry this banner pretty much. But don't sleep on Barak. He is also quite good. In fact, he is quite relevant in JP as well. Very strong for Thunder Power Flip. So he is also worth the pull if that's what you're going for. I think, honestly, with Barak here, we can actually start to make Thunder Power Flip. So that is something I'm looking forward to, especially when Beretta comes around. And then we have Suzuka over here. I feel like she's probably the character that I want the least in this banner. In fact, I don't even think I am that interested in pulling her at all. And finally, we have Irumi. I think she's not bad as a Light Fever unit. Definitely has her own niche. But I would really like to see whether is this a multi-ball or a multi-bomb. I was not able to find this information online. Or maybe I wasn't trying hard enough. I don't know. But I tried. But okay, I guess that's it for this video. I'll definitely give this banner a stamp of approval. Go for it. But okay, I should at least state my preference, okay? And I hope I don't affect your decision. I hope that my videos help you to think about your decision, and you should not just listen to me just because I say some stuff, right? So here is my opinion. If I were completely free to play, I may just skip this banner for a very simple reason. Rolf is great. Okay, Rolf and Barak are good. However, if let's say you're a free to play player and let's say you wait for the Beretta banner, which is dropping pretty soon as well, you would then have a 1% probability of getting Beretta on her banner, and you would also have like a fragmented percentage chance of getting Rolf and Barak on Beretta's banner as well. So if you're going to be pulling on the current banner right now, there's technically a lower probability of you pulling a character that you really need or that you really want. So if this logic makes sense to you, then yeah, I might want to stay away from this banner just because I think Beretta is going to be a bit more powerful. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure you guys are itching to pull right now. So all the best to your summons later on. Or you know what, let me know if you're even going to summon on this banner or not, or are you going to wait for Beretta. I think a lot of people are trying to wait for Beretta and they're actually skipping this banner. But I'm definitely going to be summoning. So I'll see you guys later. This has been Free to Play, by the way, and as always, I will see you in the next video.